Hello and welcome back to Dear Ashley Grace. If you have not already, please go ahead and like this video. Also, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and make sure you press that post notification bell so you know when I post videos next. So at this point, everyone should have seen the slap that was heard around the world.
What is the 5 fingers say to the face? What? Slap!
Now, my opinion of it is that they were both wrong. Will Smith was wrong for getting out of his seat and slapping Chris Rock in the face. And Chris Rock was wrong for telling a terrible joke. Okay? Point blank in all of the periods. They all take fault in this. As it pertains to Will Smith, I think what he said, than rather what he did, held more weight. From first glance, when he got up and slapped Chris Rock, to me, it seemed like a skit. It seemed like a bit for the show because in the video, I never saw a connection with his hand to his face, but I actually heard the sound of a smack. So that's why in the beginning, I thought that it was fake. But when he sat down and he yelled across the room to that man,
"Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!"
That's when I knew it was real. You could feel and see in his face the anger. He literally threw his voice across the room. Okay, this man was not mic'd, but you would have thought that he was. That is how powerful his voice was in that moment. I felt that held more significance and you could feel that more than a slap ever could. Like if I were Chris Rock and he said that to me, I would have got it. I would have immediately got, I don't need to ever say this man's wife's name again. Now, as it pertains to Chris Rock. Now, Chris Rock, you've been a comedian for a long periodically time. And out of all the jokes that you can tell, you told that one. Not only did you tell that one, but it was not funny. A G.I. Jane joke because her head was bald? Really? My thing is, the reference of G.I. Jane is very dated. If I'm going to get slapped for saying a joke, I need the joke to be at least funny. You know what I mean? I'll take it if the joke is funny. But the joke wasn't even funny, my guy. Like, why are we still making references to people's physical appearances when it comes to making jokes anyway? It's lazy. It's lazy comedy. As far as the public outcry and outrage was, I'm so over it. I'm so over it. People really have selective outrage. They really do. You have all of these celebrities coming out saying how traumatized they were. Traumatized? Really? That's the word that we're choosing to use for this situation in particular? Traumatized? Maybe upsetting, maybe disappointing, but traumatized? We really have to be careful about the words that we use to describe certain situations because it can really offend someone. You know what's traumatizing? Systemic racism. You know what's traumatizing? The fact that minimum wage is still $7.25. You know what's traumatizing? The fact that people can't afford housing. You know what's traumatizing? Poverty. These are the things that are actually traumatizing. I need people to really look up that word and get the definition because rich people slapping each other, this is really a first world problem. There are some other real things that are going on. And that leads me to my last point. To me, this is just one big distraction from other things that are happening in our world right now. And I know what people are going to say, oh, two things can be true at the same time. But we really have to start weighing the things that we give more attention to. Because I would rather give more of my attention to the war that we're square in the middle of right now than to someone getting slapped on TV. I'm just saying, they both can be an issue, but one is a bigger issue than the other at this point. Okay? And I feel like we're feeding into and we're giving the story too much attention. That's why it took me a little while to actually see if I even wanted to talk about it because I didn't want to give it any more attention, but I did want to make a point as to say that it's a distraction and we need to talk about something else at this point. Chris was wrong. Will was wrong. They were both wrong. Now let's move on. Okay? Thank you all so much for watching this video again. If you have not already, go ahead and like this video. Also, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and make sure you press that post notification bell so you know when I post videos next. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you next one. Bye.